Welcome to 0 to 60. Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6 0 Football Academy and 6 0 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We're at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. Happy Friday, everybody out there in the Buffalo land. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. Welcome to 0 to 60. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. Big ups to our sponsors at FanDuel and Game Time and everyone else that supports the show. Without you, there is no show. So big ups and appreciation to all. We have a lot to talk about here today on this fantastic Friday, bro. Let's get fucking rolling, Bailey. Football has to be played, and damn it, we're talking about it.
Shit. Matt, happy Friday. We're in the building here, 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage, brought to you by the Believe Network, FanDuel. And this show is also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is your go-to app for all tickets. They give you legit tickets delivered on time. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. You get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy the ticket. Last-minute deals on tickets right up to the start of the event. Lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So go ahead and download the Game Time app and use code, Matt,
60.
Use code 60 for $20 off your first purchase. 0 to 60, brought to you by Game Time. Matt, we're in the building. It's Friday. Colorado takes on Wyoming tomorrow night. And a lot to discuss here on that front, but we're going to start off the show on a more positive note here because we got some good news that actually just came out regarding Ralphie. Ralphie the 7th will be running for Colorado versus Wyoming. Matt, this is I think a great update just for the fortune of the Colorado Buffaloes. I actually want to go ahead and show a video. Yeah, we might get flagged, but I'll fucking cut it. It's worth it. Chad Brown narrating, and take a listen to this, folks.
Tradition. You can't fake it. You can't buy it. You have to build it. You have to earn it. It takes grit, strength, and talent. We have a tradition like no other. We have Ralphie. She's more than a mascot. She's a symbol of strength and unyielding spirit. And now she leads us into the future. The tradition continues.
Here comes Ralphie.
So run, Ralphie, run.
Ralphie
Good.
will run.
I'm glad we got the Buffalo back, as long as it's not that little weakling that we had out there. So I'll be at the game up there on Saturday night, front row. You know, they run out right in front of us. So hopefully this big 2-ton sumbitch takes off and we're supposed to look like it's supposed to look. If it's another DEI hire just to give the Buffalo that tried hard a chance. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. We want the best one, not just anyone. So.
Well, I wanted to show our clip of reacting to Ralphie the Sixth retirement. Take a listen briefly. The Sixth will be retiring immediately, according to Adam Rittenberg of ESPN. He says there was an indifference to running that contributes to this decision. I think that's pretty well stated there. I don't really. Yeah. Here's the final
worst fucking Ralphie ever.
Yeah, the final Ralphie run here.
I mean, look at that shit. That's not intimidating anybody. Make a fucking buffalo burger out of this piece of shit and give me a new buffalo.
Matt, you have a new buffalo. Oh, let's get into it here. You have a new buffalo for Colorado versus Wyoming here, and Kaidon Salter will be starting at quarterback. Matt, let's break down Colorado's keys to victory on offense against Wyoming. Go ahead.
Look, Wyoming is a good football team on defense. They play hard. They've got some good, potential NFL players on that side of the ball. This is no cakewalk. So I need to see the offense try and take that next step to just, be competent and have some kind of semblance about what we're going to hang our hat on moving forward. Okay? If it just is going to be 500 ball and we're coming out, we're slinging it all over the park, okay. At least I know what we're doing. Salter is the man up that's now getting his start here. So that would tell me that they are trying to win the rest of the year, which is good. That's what we want. Mm-hmm. There's 38 seniors on this football team. I doubt that all of them want to hang it up. So, it's far from over, but it's been ugly to start. So can we get some kind of consistency from an offensive perspective on what we're going to do, how we're going to communicate, how we're going to be consistent, and, are we going to go out there and start, really leaning on people and asserting our will, or is it just going to be constantly in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, looking for just another big play from a receiver rather than dictating to the defense? So a lot of it has to do with the play calling and the coaching. So that needs to all improve. Pretty much everybody needs to get better, and everyone needs to take a huge step in the right direction on Saturday in order to get better. So I'm excited to see if they will. And when they do start improving and getting better, I'm eager to see if they can keep that going into the next week, and keep improving, because there's talent on the team, but there's also how do I say this? There's a ton of talent on the team. This is the teetering point of the season where it's either going to get pushed in a positive direction or it's going to get pushed in a negative direction. And whichever way it gets pushed, that's which way the team is going to go. So, like I said many times before in the preseason, I don't think we're looking at a 6-6 team. We're either looking at 8 or 9 wins, or we're looking at 8 or 9 losses. And that, right now you have to say it's teetering in one way. So, the massive game in that regard, you got to even it up at 2-2, and then figure out a way to move forward and win 2 of the next 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a very telling game in the future of Coach Prime and CU and everything that they're doing up there in Boulder. So
you couldn't have said it better. It is very it's a telling game for sure. A lot is on the line. I think all the pieces are there, Matt. I just think they haven't been put together here. I think they need to just roll with Salts here, get his confidence back, because pulling quarterbacks left and right and playing that game with Julian, it doesn't put any trust in Salter when we find out, we're not going to play Julian and whatnot.
You think they're going to rotate?
They better not, Matt.
I don't think they're going to rotate. I don't think they'll rotate in this game. I don't
think so either.
Salter's just going to get the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And I think
I don't know that.
Me neither. We're just speculating, but like you said, I agree with you. Offensively, they got to lean into the run game in key situations here instead of just use it casually and then claim they run the football.
But will they? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be Captain Pessimist, but shit.
Yeah, again, will they is the big question mark here. I mean, Colorado fans are calling for a change of OC. Tino Sinceri, I'm like,
I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Who is this guy?
This is what everyone's now saying should be the OC at CU. Tino Sinceri.
He was the latest guy to get fired somewhere?
So he was at UCLA under Deshaun.
Yeah, we should hire him. They looked awesome.
No, they looked horrific. And he came from Indiana. He didn't call the plays. I'm not getting into this. The Tino Sinceri talk, please stop. Yeah, Colorado offensively I'm positive. So I hope that they run the football. They should. In 3rd and 2, I hope to see a fucking inside zone instead of.
We have to get to 3rd and 2. Like we are constantly in a 3rd and 6 hell. Like our first down offense is just atrocious, and we don't put our quarterback in a position to even try and be successful. So I know we have like good numbers on pass protection and pass blocking percentage is high. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome, but
it's awesome. Let's kick ass.
Just the pieces need to be put together here. That and a run game would be great.
Fucking A. 2 pieces need to be put together. So, look, again, this is an expectation game. We expect them to go out and dominate Wyoming, regardless of how good Wyoming is and how good of a season they might have. This needs to be a mop-up game if we're a serious college football Power 4, contender, period. It needs to be a mop-up. Now, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a much harder game than we're giving them credit for. It's moving into the Big 12 schedule. Winning this football game is expected, and they need to do it in a way that kind of alleviates some of the pressure and some of the negative thought around the fan base, and just in general moving into the Big 12. I don't know. You could win this game by 1,000, and people will say, oh, it's just Wyoming. If they struggle with Wyoming, it's like losing almost, even though you win. Yeah. And God forbid you get upset by Wyoming at home and the wheels have fallen off. So a lot's riding on this, bro. Like the mentality of the team, how you're preparing for situations like this against teams that you're supposed to beat. Because looking at the schedule the rest of the time that we have left here with the conference schedule starting, are we going to be favored in any of those games, regardless of what happens Saturday night?
Oh,
you think we're going to be favored against BYU? No.
Hell no.
Are we favored against TCU on the road? No.
No.
West Virginia on the road? No.
Maybe them.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Maybe I'd be like
State on the road? No. So there's a lot riding on this, bro. It's not just, I hope it's not being looked at like they looked at Delaware, where it's where we're just going to play some guys and it's kind of like an exhibition game. This is very serious.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, they can't take Wyoming lightly at all. And if they struggle against Wyoming, oh boy, BYU is coming next week, and that's going to be that's going to be a massive, massive game. Let me just say. Let's move forward, though, Matt. As we wait for Coach Sanford to join the show here, Coach Mike Sanford joins the show, head coach at Valor Christian High School, head football coach over there. Shout out to him. Going to be a great guest. He's going to break down his expectations for Colorado's offense with Caden Salter starting at quarterback, and so much more here, so stay tuned for that. Matt, let's get into it here. College football is this weekend here, and we can kind of discuss the games here. We've kind of broken a lot of these games down here, but do you have any upset picks of the weekend here, Matt? Is Nebraska your upset pick? Because I think you and I are kind of on the same boat maybe in that game.
Yeah, I think that Nebraska beats Michigan. That home dog thing, it's tough. Being a home dog is extremely motivating, number one. And it's a real thing. Like the home dogs winning outright happens more than you would think. So, I'm obviously, I think that that's the obvious one. But I'm going to take the Huskers to beat Big Blue. in the home opener there and conference play. That's a hell of a game. Jackson Roper, Proud Dungeon family, is going to be out at that one supporting and watching. Nebraska hopefully get a dub. I know this is a CU show, but they recruit the shit out of my guys, bro. So
yeah,
Reese and Jackson are both in that class, and that'd be pretty crazy if they both ended up in Lincoln. I like the Auburn-Oklahoma game. Auburn's never beat Oklahoma, and Jackson Arnold played for Oklahoma last year. He's going back to Norman. Now it sets up almost too perfectly.
It does.
I don't think that he's going to just walk in and dart him up the way people do. They also know him. There's a reason he left.
That's what I was going to say. Coach Venables,
that defense has got to be sitting there like, we know all this guy's, negative traits that caused him to essentially, tuck tail and go to Auburn because it wasn't good here. So it's just a matter of who do you believe in more, the Auburn way of doing things and Arnold and, that whole thing with Hugh Freeze, or, are you Venables in Oklahoma? I'm taking the Sooners. I think that they keep the streak going over Auburn. And I think Mateer is nice. Like that, he's a good.
Yeah, he can play, Matt.
He can really play some ball.
I mean, he's tough. He runs it, takes all kinds of hits. Him and Ben Arbuckle, the OC down there, really have got it going early in the season. I'm with you. I think Oklahoma blows out Auburn at home. I think Coach Venables is definitely going to dial something up defensively for Jackson Arnold, and I think it could get ugly quick. Personally, the last game I'll ask you about, and we'll move on here for our guests. Utah, Texas Tech. The more I sit here and ponder on this game, I haven't bet anything. I haven't made any real picks on it. I don't know, man. Utah is nasty with Devin Dampier, but Texas Tech, Baron Morton, their offense is high scoring. So I don't know, Matt. How do you feel about this game on the Friday of it?
Oh, man. I don't know how you bet this game.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Like I'm sitting there trying to look at it like, shit. These teams are relatively even. Like Utah and Salt Lake, they could just realistically beat the dog shit out of Texas Tech at home. Like they could hammer
for sure.
Texas Tech could go in and score 40 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're really explosive and they figured out how to protect the passer and they figured out how to score points in that system and it's working. Boy, they went out and spent a bunch of money and it sure does look like it. Shit, man. I don't know. I don't know which one of these, teams of mercenaries is going to play better than the other. I will say that the quarterback for Utah is a fucking animal. Like he's a stud of a player.
He's nice. Good kid, too. We had him on the JV show almost a year ago. Really good kid.
Oh.
What?
I mean, flip a coin to decide. This is a tough one. What's the numbers on FanDuel?
Right now, it's at 3.5. Right now, it was at 3. It's back up to 3.5 here, as far as I can see.
3.5 home favorites.
Yeah, Utah's favored by 3.5 here.
Man, that's a tricky number. What's the over under?
57.5 at Utah. Whew.
I mean, I would probably take the over.
I don't know, man. Someone told me to take the under in that game.
I think it's going to be kind of a shootout, honestly.
It could. My gut says Texas Tech money line, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. Something tells me it'll be like they'll both be scoring and stuff, but shout out to
Texas Tech over Utah, Nebraska over Michigan, Oklahoma over Auburn. You think Memphis has got a chance to beat Arkansas?
Yes.
Arkansas quarterback is leading the country in touchdowns.
Shout out to Coach Silverfield. And also, Matt, I don't know if you see it. Shout out to Arden Walker tuning in. Shout out to him. Good luck tomorrow. Guess what?
What up, Walk?
Yeah. Something tells me Texas Tech got this here. I don't know. I think it'll be a shootout, but I don't know. I'll roll Baden more. I haven't bet that yet. What's
But
up?
this is a huge. They went out and spent a bunch of money, so we'll see what happens. But that Utah quarterback, that dude is running the football and running that offense like, it's almost like just watch what they're doing and see if we can carbon copy that with our quarterback that can also run around like fucking.
Yeah.
You know how much of a pain in the ass it is to try and tackle and like keep a quarterback like that in a bubble so you can beat him. It is such a pain in the ass when it's done correctly. So, I'm very eager to see what happens this weekend, to be honest with you.
No, 100%.
Stanford comes on at 25, by the way, and he's
25.
punctual.
So final thing, I see your shirt here today, Matt. The Prime Sexuals and everybody on Twitter. See everybody, the Prime Sexuals and everybody on Twitter, and are just thrilled with your Ice Cube.
No, they like that.
People are responding how they are.
I don't know. I didn't really read the comments. It's all good.
I wouldn't read them if I were you. They are insane.
It's okay. I don't really care, bro. It's fine.
Wow. Before we get Coach Sanford on the show, if you're watching, pound that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60. One more game I wanted to ask you about, and I might get your pick for Illinois, Indiana. We talked about Cincinnati, but how you feeling about that game? I really like Illinois in the spot here. I just feel like they're going to pound the rock, and it's going to be too much for Indiana. But what are your thoughts?
This is a good football game. Two teams that notoriously were bad football programs, and now they're both ranked playing each other. Bro. This is another one of those, they're going to fucking go after each other in this one. So,
what I tell you about Rice?
This is a really good football game, but I don't know how to pick this one. I'll say Illinois just because I like Bielema, but Indiana is also a good, hard-nosed football team. Yeah, both of these teams, and they both could make the playoff. I mean, looking at it right now, even with one of them losing, I think they're both good enough to maybe just take an L and keep rolling in the right direction.
For sure. Yeah, it's going to be – there's a lot of good – a lot of good matchups this weekend, man. Another great weekend of football upcoming here. Going to the NFL side before we get Coach Sanford on. Your Broncos take on the Chargers. We already talked about earlier in the week how you're not very excited about playing Jim Harbaugh. Anything changed on Friday here? Any more confidence in your Broncos?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, I'm freaking out about playing Harbaugh. Look, I think that I don't really care who wins. I'm not wrapped up on it like that. Mm-hmm. But Denver's supposed to have this generational defense. They got chopped up last week. Played pretty good week one at home against a rookie in his first start. Did not look very good against Daniel Dimes, so I don't really know how to weigh those two. Herbert and the Chargers are playing up here. I mean, the level that they're playing at is ridiculous. So, it's an interesting football game to say the least, because the Chargers have a chance to beat Kansas City, the Raiders, and the Broncos in the first 3 weeks of the season, and then get all those games on them in division before they go play the rest of the NFL, and then potentially get all three of these teams at the end of the year in division again. The Chargers have a chance to just grab the AFC West by the balls on Sunday and just do whatever they want with them for the entirety of the year. So I knew Harbaugh would turn it. I didn't know it would happen this fast. That's one good-looking football team.
Yeah, no, they've really turned it around quick. And they pound
the
rock.
Going to Charger.
I hope not. I think they're a really good football team, man, and I really like what Harbaugh is doing. And dude, that's a fun team to watch. They got what's his name, Scott? Was it Maddox, the big ass D lineman? They put.
I love that kid.
I love that shit. It's awesome. I enjoy.
Yeah, he's a stud, bro. Yeah. From Boise State, he plays D line and fullback, and plays both ways and smashes face. It's awesome. And those are two of the most physical positions in the world. So I dig it. Whatever he's doing, it's working.
Now your New York Jets go to Tampa to take on the Bucks. And I don't know if we have an update on Justin Fields. I don't think he's playing here think you guys are
Who
rolling.
cares? Sorry, that was mean.
I will say, though, a story did come out. Aaron Glenn declined to answer whether Justin Fields could lose his quarterback one role while injured. Definitely a storyline to watch if Tyrod Taylor beats the Bucs Sunday.
So, like this, look, just lose as much as possible. Lose every game so we can get the first pick in the draft and pick the best quarterback available. And then hope that we don't fuck that up because every time the Jets pick a quarterback high, they fuck it up. So this is a consistent like wheel of perpetual fuck ups. Fuck up. Try not to fuck up anymore. Fuck up again. Try not to do it. Try not to do it. Try fuck up again. Try not to fuck up. Try not to fuck up again. You know, and it's a wheel and it goes round and round and round. There's no getting off of this either. Once you're on the wheel of suck, you're just on it.
Wheel of suck. Wow.
The wheel of suck. It's really awesome. It's a kick-ass. It's a great place to be. I mean, depending on how you feel about it, that is. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
There's some people that love that shit. There's some people that just are on it. And they're stuck. It's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, shout out to the Jets. Tyrod Taylor goes to Tampa. That'll be an interesting matchup. Titans Colts, I think, could be an interesting game. I think Cam Ward and the Titans definitely have a shot at home. The Titans seem to be in every game they play. It's just that they can't put it together. Brian Callahan does a challenge, catches when elbows clearly imbalanced, etc. But I think they can easily have a shot at home here. The Colts are 4.5-point favorites, but something tells me, I don't know. I think Cam could get them, Matt. We'll see. Out here in Nashville, we'll see. But you probably don't agree. I know Daniel Jones.
Look, the Titans are going to win some games eventually. It's not like the Colts are going to. The Colts haven't punted yet, so that's not going to just continue for the rest of the season. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about? So, especially going on the road in the first game, the Titans could easily win this fucking game. I mean, it's the NFL. It's not some far-fetched like. You know, they're not – Tennessee's not fucking hosting Middle Tennessee State and hoping, Middle Tennessee gets a dub. Yeah. What are we talking about? So, yeah, Tennessee could easily go there and play well and beat the Colts. I mean, 4.5 points on the fucking road, that's crazy. That's a numbers – that's 100% a record that's being bet, not – the teams that are playing and guys looking at it. This is why this is like low-lying fruit.
It is. I mean, 100%.
It's low-lying fruit.
Well, going to be a good weekend of football, Matt. What did you think of the game last night? Dolphins versus Bills. I thought somehow the Dolphins' run game kept them in. Tua looked horrific, in my opinion. Really bad.
I fell asleep. I'm not going to lie. It was boring as shit.
I watched the whole game, and I was like, wow, dude, it could get, like I said, and Sean said too, it could get ugly in Miami. I don't know. I think it could be a long season. I don't know if they win a game. If this is how bad they play at times.
For real?
I think they could be one of the worst football teams in the NFL this year. I think it get ugly quick. Then Chicago, I think, could get ugly quick. We'll see Caleb Williams this week. But I don't know, man. And on the other TV, I had eye on Rice. Matt, I told you, bet on Rice. They whoop some ass, triple option. And then
good for Rice.
College pick for tonight, Rutgers and Iowa play. And I'm betting the under of 45.5 in that game. I don't know why everybody fucking is rushing to bet the over there. I mean, history seems to repeat itself.
Needs a new link. This one doesn't work. It's expired.
All right, here. Let me text you here. Right there. But no, I'm rolling with the under. Rutgers, Iowa tonight, 45.5. I think. Fuck, dude. I don't know. I think it's like 17-14. Iowa wins. That's kind of my prediction here. So definitely.
Hey, you know what? I think that everybody's so mad because I told everyone that we should win instead of just like being excited about having celebrities at practice when we lose.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why everyone's so mad?
Why?
Because they're used to losing.
Yeah.
What are you mad at me for? I like Ice Cube. Ice Cube's the shit.
Yeah.
Can we go win some games and then we can celebrate and have Ice Cube at practice? Today was a good day. I agree. Like you guys being mad at me because I want to win games, it doesn't make me feel bad. I'll be up there tomorrow night, and your drunken stupor, you can just be, that fucking guy doesn't want to win. He wants to hang out with celebrities. Never mind, that's me. I want to hang out. He wants to win. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I'm with you, man. It's all cool.
I know why Coach Prime is doing it. It's awesome. He can.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if you can do that, you're going to do it. I mean, fuck. The NWA showed up. That's kick ass. I'm simply saying that let's focus on the thing, not just be distracted by Ice Cube. That's all. Fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And it's all cool if you're winning, but when you're losing, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm with you, Matt. But without further ado, Matt, our special guest is in the building here, and can't wait to get his perspective on Colorado versus Wyoming, the quarterback position for Colorado as Kaidon Salter sets to start, and so much more. Our main man, Boise State alum, former interim head coach for Colorado, and the head coach of Valor Christian High School, head football coach out there in Colorado. Our main man, Mike Sanford. Coach Mike Sanford joins the show. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great, man. How are you boys doing? It's good to see your face.
Good. Doing well.
How the hell are you, man?
I'm good, man. Just getting ready for another ball game, man. Get the Mullen Mustangs tonight, so should be fun.
Yeah,
home game.
I had Boomer and Caleb in there from Mullen getting ready for you guys on Tuesday. I had Moon and Chang and all them boys getting ready for Mullen on Wednesday. So that's going to be a hell of a game this evening. Coach, thank you for joining us. Obviously,
appreciate it, man.
Coach every day on Aptitude Sports Radio from 10 to noon, rocking the airwaves out here. All right, look, try and explain this quarterback situation to somebody. Like, I know you've never seen anything like this before, neither have I. Help me.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say that I haven't seen this, Matt, but unfortunately in 2022 we saw this, right? And that was a season that ended up being a 1-11 season. Started out with, our who's the starting quarterback? Is it JT Shroud? Is it Brennan Lewis? And I know nobody really wants to think about those days, but the reality of it is when you don't really know going into a season, and then a third guy gets into the mix, which happened in 2022 with Owen McCown, who's a good player, a very competent player.
Start the game.
Yeah, believe it or not, we got to a fourth quarterback that year in Maddox Kopp. So, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like a team that just flat out doesn't have an identity at the position. It doesn't have any real plan. And of course, we're going to be told that there's a plan, right? We, as coaches, we always have a plan. But do you really have a plan? Because it sure as heck doesn't seem like it right now. And I don't think that's Coach Prime's fault. I think it's that, frankly, none of the quarterbacks to this point have really differentiated themselves. We know that there are two quarterbacks that came in via probably some significant cash in the NIL market, and that's Kaidon Salter and Juju Lewis. Those two guys didn't look good. They didn't look good. I mean, there's been nothing through the course of Kaidon Salter's, I guess it'd be a game and a half and a little, that would tell you that he is going to elevate this program from where Shedeur Sanders had it as a starting quarterback a year ago. Juju Lewis, I mean, he's a youngster. He looks small out there. Maybe I'd like to see what he has, but the problem is that you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, man. The toothpaste is already out. You've already opened up Pandora's box. You started Ryan Staub, who I still stand by as the most competent quarterback for a team that needs to push the ball vertically down the field. But then you moved on from him back to the original plan. So I'm going to this game. I'm excited to be at this game. I think it's fascinating. Kaidon Salter is a good athlete. He's a good dude from everything I've heard. But is he an elite quarterback? You just had one. I believe that Shedeur is an elite quarterback. You just had one. And what I've learned about this 2025 CU football team is that you had two incredible erasers in Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter that erased a multitude of sins elsewhere. And that's a reality. That's why my alma mater, Boise State, all of the fan base was calling me an idiot when I was standing up for Travis Hunter for being a Heisman Trophy frontrunner. Well, look what that team looks like now without Travis Hunter, and then also Shedeur Sanders, who won the was it the Davey O'Brien or whatever award for best quarterback in football.
All right, so look, obviously bringing up Boise and then the Mountain West, Wyoming is a proud member of that conference. That conference is about to go bye-bye. You know, a lot of those teams going to the new Pac-12. All that said, Wyoming's a good defensive football team. I watched them against Utah. If all you did was see the score against Utah, I don't really think that tells the tale of the game. They really played them pretty tough. The offense is struggling for playmaking. I think they know their identity, which is run the football and not turn the ball over and hit play action shots. But they're not very fast, and they're getting better, but their defense is what they hang their hat on, and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that this can't be looked at the same way Delaware was looked at, where it's like an exhibition game and we're going to go try stuff out. What is it going to take for us to find our identity on offense in Boulder, moving into this game against a good defensive football team in Wyoming, bro?
Yeah. I mean, this is Jay Savell, a guy that was my dad's. He was a graduate assistant for my dad at Notre Dame when I was a kid. So I was a high schooler. I've known Jay. I went up and visited the program up there last off season. I've been a little busy recently, but went up there and went to a fall camp practice. And what I tell you, Matt, is their program, with a lot of similarities to the North Dakota State program, is built on the identity of toughness. Not always the sexiest of offenses, not going to be high flying, high scoring, but they're going to have inside drill every single day when they have the pads on. 9-on-7 is going to be a staple. So this is a team that knows how to fit the run because they see it every day. They saw it their entire offseason. They saw it in spring ball and fall camp. They have an elite tight end. I'm talking potentially first, second round type draft pick. And I'm not sure about Jake Gyllenborg, where he's at from a health standpoint, but that guy's a dog now. You want to see a dude. That's what a tight end looks like and acts like and behaves like. But the bottom line, they've struggled at the quarterback position. They've had some quarterback injuries dating back to last season. I think that this is going to be a game that CU's got to find a way to create explosive plays. I don't think that Wyoming can come from behind if they get down by, say, 3 scores. So a fast start for the Buffs is critical. Because Wyoming is just not built to score, multiple touchdowns in a quarter, let alone maybe a half. So I think Robert Livingston's unit, it's been a bit maligned this year so far. I think that this is a good opportunity for a get on track game. The guy that I think's in the crosshairs, and this isn't coming from a place of, selfishness or I'm trying to self-promote because trust me, I'm not, is Pat Shurmur. The natives are getting a little restless. And
the ask you about him.
Yeah, and that's to me. This is a big game against a sound defense, might I add. This is a defense that's not going to give a lot away by way of busted coverages or missed run fits. You're gonna have to earn it, and so schematically, it's got to be on point. The identity of what you call, when you call it, what it looks like, how it all complements each other. I have some people that I feel I wouldn't say in the know, nobody that's working there actively current. Matt, way more people than I do currently around the program. But the feel I've gotten is this might feel like Custer's last stand if this doesn't go well on the offensive side of the ball for Pat Shurmur.
Yeah, at some point there's going to be a fork in the road in that department. Either we're all going one way or we're going one way and somebody else is going another. That's definitely on deck, and this could be that breaking point. We don't know, but going into conference, they better figure it out because the conference schedule is daunting right off the bat. The first 4 games in conference are no joke, to say the least. So, Mike Stanford joining us here on the show 0 to 60 as we move forward here, talking more about the Colorado Buffaloes and their matchup with Wyoming and whatnot. Coach, look, I love Ice Cube. I love NWA. That's my guy. I'm with it. I got some heat for my opinion that maybe we shouldn't be doing that after we get embarrassed on national TV. Winning has to be the thing. Yeah. That has to be the number one thing. Am I wrong for taking heat or am I just a football guy?
You're a football guy. I'm a football guy. Coach Prime's a football guy, but of a different, a different background, different mentality. A lot of what has made this CU program successful and fun to watch and put it back on the map is probably some of these very things, right? Having Lil Wayne bring the team out from the tunnel, right? That's a big deal. That's appealing in recruiting, right? That's appealing awesome. to get the brand out there even bigger than it is right now, and so the bottom line is, man, when you're coaching, whether you're a head coach or you're running a program, you always are going to be subject to criticism, and that's fair. You should be. You're compensated very handsomely to be subject to criticism. So
should I just start having more fun and stop being such a dick?
No, I mean, this team's not very good right now. They got to be better. I mean, can you say right now that what you've seen through 3 games is that's a good football team?
No, I'm concerned.
It's not a good football team right now. The Wyoming game, I think, gives you maybe an opportunity to propel yourself into being a good football team. And I'm not saying that out of a place of shade. I'm just watching as a pure. I mean, I think if you're the most diehard Buff fan, you're just a normal college football consumer. You wouldn't just point at anything that right now the CU team can hang their hats on. There's nothing out there. Can that change? Yeah. A lot of things change in the course of a football season. Could there be, say, a running back or maybe a quarterback that catches a hot hand and all of a sudden you find an identity? Yeah, I could see that happening. One thing that you do know, Coach Prime, right? No matter what, he's going to have confidence himself, right? He is not going to hang his head. I don't have the same levels of confidence as Coach Deion Sanders does in my life, right? And so that does breed confidence in your team. And so I think that having a guy like Ice Cube around, this is a different way to look at it, right? But having him around is showing his team, hey, I'm not panicked. This is how we've done it to get to this point.
Good point.
And follow me, play confident football, and it gives us probably a better chance to be successful than hanging our heads.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can say. But still, on the flip side, it leaves you open to criticism. It does. Like you're going to be open to criticism because, well, if you drop this game against Wyoming, man, it's going to be ugly, right?
Oh
it's going to be ugly.
Oh God, please.
And it's also it's ugly in this state, right? Because people forget that don't live in Colorado. I mean, the University of Wyoming's campus is what, 73 miles from Boulder?
It's littered with Colorado kids, bro. They want nothing more than to come in here and win.
And is there a college program at the Division 1A level that's done a better job recruiting Colorado in the last couple of years? Probably not.
Probably not. They love the state of Colorado.
It's not the Rammies, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. No, it's not the
Chiefs. Hey, and I love, man, I've done some stuff with the Rams. I broadcast 3 of their games last year. Did the Snoop Dogg Bowl, which was a whole lot of fun, except for how the Rams played in that game. It was atrocious. But I personally have not seen a coach from CSU here on campus. Bill Best has been down here. It's my guy. I missed him the day he was here. But I have seen CU down here. I have seen Brett Bartolone down here at our campus, at our high school campus here at Valor Christian. But Wyoming, everywhere, all the time in the state of Colorado. They have relationships with your guys at 6-0.
They sure do.
I mean, they've done a nice job. So there's going to be that chip on their shoulder for kids that didn't get the opportunity to play at CU. There's no doubt about it.
So you brought up recruiting. Let me ask you this. The transfer portal window is now getting shrunk to once a year. You think that changes back the importance of high school recruiting?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I think that's still the lifeblood. You can't neglect your own backyard if you want to be successful. Do you think that will shine a light more now on the importance of getting, especially the big guys, recruited and enrolled early so they can start to develop them and getting them ready to play at that level?
Let me ask you this. You're a very proud CU Buff.
Yes.
You're also a very proud private business owner, and take great pride in your ability to develop talent, and your ability to market that talent. Just think back. This is year 3 for CU, right? Okay. Year 3. If you look back at the 2022 recruiting class, okay, 2023, right? 22 seniors, 23 recruiting class. the 23 seniors that are 24 class, the 24 seniors that were 25 class. If your alma mater had said, I'm going all in on recruiting the state of Colorado, would they be a better football team at this point?
I think they would be, yeah.
And I'm talking about in the trenches, in the offensive, defensive linebackers position, guys that have gone on to Kansas State. Heck, Blake Barnett. You think Blake Barnett can play for the Buffs right now?
Well, I'm watching Trey Zoom play left tackle for A&M on Saturday night, and Aiden Carolina play nose tackle for Cal, and I'm watching Carson Lee play center for West Virginia, and I'm watching Gabe Ginther play against Georgia at Tennessee, and I'm watching all these Colorado kids, and none of them are wearing black and gold, and it like breaks my heart a little bit.
But let's just be honest here that this happens everywhere. It does.
It does.
Every place that I've coached at, Western Kentucky, Notre Dame, Stanford, Boise State, the local high school coaches and local gyms always say, the flagship didn't do a good job recruiting our program. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's just how it goes. It's never going to be enough. It's never good enough. And here I am now, high school coach that's yelling at the clouds and telling people to get off my freaking lawn, right? But in reality, I do think there's been enough good players in the state of Colorado. I'm seeing it tonight. There's going to be a battle between a Michigan-bound tight end D end and a USC-bound offensive tackle. That's happening.
Just looking at your offensive line alone, you got the left tackle's committed to SC. The left guard already has an offer and is only a sophomore.
Yep.
Your original starter at center, Peyton Edwards, who's out, has got multiple offers. Liam Chang at your right guard has got an offer, and he's only a junior. And then your right tackle, Reese Russell's got 15 offers, and just keep blowing up. The son of Matt Russell. That's pretty good offensive line right there.
Yeah, you know who came in to recruit Reese Russell today on our campus this morning out of nowhere? The Bill Belichick squad, man. The University of North Carolina on their bye week. They're here. They're here. Want to talk to Reese Russell?
Yeah, and I'm sending Roper to Nebraska this weekend. Reese went out last weekend. I was talking to Rule on the phone. He's like, well, getting two of the best guys in Colorado to come to Lincoln, that would be huge. And they already know each other through the gym and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yes, that would be huge. And then in the back of my mind the whole time, I'm like, a Matt Russell is sitting there I love the fact that my kid's going to Nebraska.
He hates it, man. He hates it. He's a real one, man. We all know Matt. He's a freaking dog. He's a real dog, man.
Do you think that I don't think it changes necessarily. Do you think it needs to change? I guess there's the question.
Well,
does it need to change for CU to be ultimately more successful?
Well, I think this with the transfer portal window being reduced from 2 down to 1, it does put more of an onus, even for CU, and I think other programs. To the point, to be fair, not to say that Coach Prime and CU are the only team that don't recruit their backyards. Everybody has the issue, okay? Because you want the proven commodity, you want the known commodity. What it's probably going to do is it's going to drive up the price of the known commodities immediately after the season, okay? People that want to get into the portal right away, it's going to drive up their NIL value, but then it's going to get that non-proven talent that was maybe a 5-star elsewhere, 4-star elsewhere that never played, which frankly, that was a lot of the CU initial Louis Vuitton that came in, right? Was it not? It was coming from Alabama. It was coming from LSU, where you name an SEC program, but a lot of those guys didn't have a lot of field credibility when they got to CU. Some of them just never ended up playing, never panned out at all, right? Which is going to happen. If you're a bust at Alabama, guess what? You're probably going to be a bust at Colorado, okay? Now, I think it puts the onus now on CU to be able to get a real long, hard look at what's in their backyard. And I think that's going to be a good thing for both CU and for the state of Colorado, because Colorado high school football, man, is getting better. It's getting better. It is. You've had a big part. You've played a big role in that. It's like, you look at what Cherry Creek's doing outside of the state of Colorado. We just took our team down to Nevada and beat the brakes off of a team that was in the state championship the last 2 years, beat them by 28 and didn't even play well. All right. I mean, that's the state is good. So and do we have track speed everywhere at DB and at receiver? No, that's fine. Go to Florida and Georgia and Texas to get that. All right. But what you do have is you got linebacker play, O-line play, D-line play, some good niche receivers and safeties and corners that are here. They just might not have the volume in different areas of the country. That's fine. Right. But I think that'll help to bring back some of the recruiting right here to the state of Colorado for both CSU and CU. And I believe just the relationship I built, Corey in the recruiting out, Corey Phillips in the recruiting out, excuse me. And also with Brett Bartolone, they want to do the right thing. And it's just a matter of stabilizing the program long enough where you don't just have that crazy turnover every year from NIL portal kid. He's here for 1 year. He doesn't pan out. He's gone, right? I think that you can build this thing for the long term. And I think that if Coach Prime in his contract ends up playing out, and we don't know if it will or not, we don't know what's going to happen with his health. We don't. But if it does play out, I think that you can build this thing for the long haul, and you can use the state of Colorado not as your primary area of recruiting, but you should start and take a good look at it first. And I believe they will.
Last question from me, and then we'll let Bailey get one in. I don't foresee Juju leaving just because of one bad year. I think that he's mentally tougher than that. I know his dad's involved. I think he's mentally tougher than that. I think that they have an opportunity to really learn a lot and keep maturing so next year they can take the job. Am I wrong to think that? Because Colorado Buffalo Nation is split down the middle of everybody just seems to think this kid's going to just leave. And I don't see that. I think he's a pretty tough-minded kid.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. I haven't seen a whole lot. He's young. He looks young. He plays young. I just seen this movie too often. I don't want to generalize based off of previous guys like DJ Uiagalelei, Nico Iamaleava, Malachi Nelson that went from big-time 5-star NIL guy at my alma mater at Los Alamitos High School, ends up going to USC, doesn't pan out, transfers to Boise State, doesn't pan out. Now he's at UTEP, and he's a starting quarterback. But what I've seen with this, I guess this type of recruit in the profile, big time NIL money, big time 5-star recruit, a lot of early offers, maybe not as good as what the 247 and Rivals rankings say they are, which is, guys, that's a very real thing, especially at the quarterback position. Do not believe for a second that crap. So many of those things are dead wrong, man. You look at what is
really hard to evaluate those guys too.
It is, man. And there's a lot of politics going into it. Which events did you go to? How'd you do at that event? Was it really actually football, or was it just a underwear Olympics competition? That stuff doesn't matter, man. What you do in football games matters. I don't know enough about Juju. And the last thing I want to do is speak disparagingly about a 17, 18-year-old young man that I don't have a lot of information about. I would love to see him play. I'm going to be there on Saturday night, man. As crazy as it sounds, me and my family chose to go to the CU Wyoming game when over the Boise State Air Force game down in the spring. So, it's just more right now. It's more intriguing. I'm gonna be real honest. So, and that's what Coach Prime brings to everyone wants to be there. Even me. Guy got fired by the place and by the dude.
I love you're such a football junkie that on your night off, you're going to a football game.
What else is there to do, man? What else? I wish there was one. I should have gone one last night. I should have, but yeah, man, it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be interesting. I think it is going to be a little bit tight, and I would love to see a breakout performance for the Buffs, especially via the ground game. Like Michael Walsh, like a dude that can do it. Kaidon Salter, lean in, man. Run the dude 15 times. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Please.
Like run unbalanced, laser rocket motion, tailback, empty the backfield, speed motion, and run Q counter. Let's go. Like, is it that hard? I mean, it's not. It's honestly, it's not that hard.
So easy, and 11 on 11 is really hard to stop if you do it correctly. It sucks. It really is a pain in the ass,
and that's got to be this. If you're good to play Kaidon Salter. Right. He's already lost the job once, right? There's no protecting the sacred cow for the long game. You got to get production now. And so the way to do that, I think, is to.
If I was him, I wouldn't be sliding ever again in my life.
No, get your ass to the freaking and move the chains. Move the chains. You're not good enough. Nobody in the NFL is evaluating you right now. Okay, that's the reality. right?
Yep.
So go and make yourself a dang good college quarterback, like a Kansas State quarterback of old, like back in the day when those dudes were just chain movers with their legs.
Bishop and L. Roberson and guys like that. Yeah, they were a pain in the ass.
Colin
All right, Bailey, you got any questions for Coach Sanford before we get him out of here?
One question, Coach. Can't thank you enough for joining. Colorado defensively has given up a lot on the run, specifically the defensive line. We've had Chad Brown on kind of discussing, him and Matt's frustrations with the defensive line play, considering they played there. Obviously,
I'm not frustrated. I think they're doing great.
Coach, what are your expectations for Colorado's defense against Wyoming, and then what do they got to do to stop the run?
Well, I think it's the bottom line is that right now the defense. I love what Robert Livingston did. I think he did the smartest thing, and I think that the defense. When we heard Coach Prime talk about identity and not saying that there is no such thing as identity, where I do think there is an identity in the last 2 years is defensively. You play a lot of tightly contested man coverage, okay, and that's what Coach Prime was as a player. He was a man coverage, lock you up type of cat. And I love the fact that they've leaned into that from a defensive standpoint. But I think that with the overall box population style that CU's played, I think that sometimes there's a tendency to just to rely on the fact that you have extra bodies in the box because you're playing single high. You're playing with a post safety. You're not playing split safety looks. But you get a little bit lazy with your run fits, split flow this way. How does that change my run fit? All right. And that's where I've seen there are players at the point of attack. There's enough population to stop, but there's just guys that are out of gap, especially second level and safety nickel type players. That's just got to be honed in. Robert Livingston's brilliant. He's a great football coach. He's a great mind. He'll get that fixed. But it's up to the players to play with that discipline in their run fits. Because Wyoming's going to get in 22 personnel. They're going to play with 2 tight ends and a fullback from time to time. And they're going to test, hey, are you accounted for A, B, C, D, and hell, even E gap? Do you have an E gap run fitter consistently? Right? That's what Wyoming's going to probe and see. And I do have the faith that Robert Livingston's going to get that defense in the right gaps.
I hope we can find a dude to play 3 technique because we are hurting at that position right now. I mean, they look the part. They get off the bus and you're like, damn. That looks like a goddamn football team right there, but I'm telling you, we are soft in the B gap, my friend, and it is driving me nuts.
Got to get McChesney type out there, man. Get a guy from Niwot High School to go out and freaking plug the B gap.
Niwot, baby, that's right. The Chief. Hey, well, I will say this, my friend. I cannot. I'm so upset that Nick got hurt because in 2 weeks, this doesn't want to play, and it's going to be a damn dogfight.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Yep. We've got 3 big ones in a row, man. We got Mullen, Ralston Valley, and obviously the biggest one's going to be, it's a league game. It's our first league game too, and it's the league game's funky. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So it's a big deal.
Hey, Mike, we love you, brother. Coach Sanford, head coach of Ballard High School, former head coach up in Boulder, and not only a great man but a great friend. Keep it up, Mike. We love you, bro, and thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Great being on, man. See you up there in Boulder.
I'll see you Saturday night, brother.
Yeah, man. We'll see you.
Peace.
Shout out to Coach Sanford for joining the show. Always a great guest. Love having Coach on. Great perspective.
Like I'm telling you, Valor made one hell of a fucking hire when they hired him.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, that's
because I think that he's done with the runaround of college coaching. Yeah. He wants to watch his kids grow up. I'm like, this is just perfect. And he's the kind of like the kids gravitate towards him. And, Garrett Looney over at Vista is just as dynamic. And like that rivalry, bro, it's cool that Nick gets to play in it. Last year he was being part of that victory for the first time ever beating Valor. Mm-hmm. Sucks that he's out this year. But last year I remember, and I told Nick this, Reese Russell got hurt last year and broke his leg and missed the whole season. Mm-hmm. And Nick's actually having surgery the morning of the Valor Vista game. So, he was so pissed off last night just thinking about it. So you can just see the motivation bubbles brewing in the young man. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. But look, this has been a crazy week. Okay. Whenever you lose and get embarrassed, there's a lot of emotion that gets involved with that. Mm-hmm. it's still it doesn't surprise me anymore when people take everything I say and turn it into something negative. I want to win first and foremost. That's the number one thing. So if they had a problem with me, they damn sure wouldn't have okayed 17 of my guys to go up there on Saturday to get recruited, myself included. So my son being on that list. So we'll be up there Saturday, and I'd love to talk to anybody that's out there in the field and wants to have a conversation about why you think I don't care. So we'll just keep the party going. You know what I'm saying? If when we win, let's throw a fucking party and a bonfire that the gods can see, okay? But when we lose, God damn it, it's okay to feel what losing's supposed to feel like. It makes you not want to do it anymore. If when you lose, if it feels like you won, well, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you've got to feel what it feels like to actually lose. It sucks. It's a terrible feeling.
It's the worst feeling in the world, and you got to feel it in order to, really cherish.
You got to feel it, and you got to embrace it. And you go, I don't want this to happen any fucking more.
Yeah.
So I hope the young men have figured it out. I hope Saturday night is fun because 8:15 kickoff. I hope they score 50 points because I'm going to be fucking sleeping in the third quarter if they don't.
Yeah,
8:15 at night. God damn, dog.
I mean, that's 10:15 out here Eastern.
Yeah, bro, it's late. It's fucking late.
I gotta be up the whole night watching this shit.
Fucking late, homie. It's what it is. The next week, the BYU games are fucking 8:15 too. So
great.
It is what it is. Look, I think CU wins, handily. I think they score 40. I think they win 40. Yeah, let's go 40-10.
Damn, man. Damn, 40 points. I would love to see that from Colorado's offense. So the spread here, since we're talking betting here, this show is brought to you by FanDuel. Line open at 15.5. Right now you can get it on FanDuel at 13.5. Colorado's favored against Wyoming. Total is 45.5. So Matt, sounds like you like CU spread in the over.
I do.
I'm very hesitant to bet the over. I think Colorado could win. Something tells me Wyoming won't be able to score a lot of points. If Colorado's defense does what it's supposed to do, Coach Livingston makes those adjustments. I don't know. I think Colorado would be like 31-10 or something. I don't know. I just don't see Wyoming putting up a lot of points. Me predicting it. Now, I could be totally wrong, and a lot of our predictions kind of been all over the place just because of CU's play thus far, but I expect them to take care of business with Salter at quarterback.
Did we just make $1.99 because JB's a perceived cokehead? Because that's pretty funny. Thanks.
What?
I don't know, but we just made $2 because JB's a cokehead. I don't think JB's a cokehead.
Coming from? Like, what the
I'm just saying, thanks for the $2.
Yeah.
He also, I also heard that he does bath salts.
Yeah, you just gotta say anything. I mean, what the fuck? All right, college picks for the weekend here. Like I mentioned tonight, I like Rutgers, Iowa under here. Tomorrow, something tells me that fucking Matt. I don't know. Do you think Florida takes out Miami, or do you think it's
no fucking way, man? Florida.
I don't know.
I want South Florida beat Florida up bad and then not be able to run with Miami at all. They just didn't play bad. They played their ass off. They just could not fucking contain Miami. Miami is good.
I know they're good. They're really good. They're gonna.
Florida's not beating Miami, Bailey. Don't do it to yourself.
I will make a decision on that tomorrow. So I would 8.5. I would love that. Take the spread. There we go.
You'll lose that.
Debate because I think Florida has a real shot.
They might not score.
Laugh now. We'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow
Their
night.
offense is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it has looked terrible so far.
Yeah, fucking Florida's offense is. Ugh. Florida's offense.
They can get a rhythm, man. I'm telling you, they have all the pieces.
Fucking what exactly is their rhythm going to be?
They've given up like
Florida and Colorado played the game, it would be 6-3.
All right. Looking at other games tomorrow, Matt. Clemson, Syracuse. Clemson is 17.5.
We just made $2 more because JB likes drugs, apparently. So funny. Do you want to accuse somebody else of some crazy shit and give us more money, please?
JB, but thanks for donating to the show and helping our show. Clemson, 17.5-point favorites against Syracuse. Fran Brown actually came out and commented earlier this week about being 17.5-point underdogs. And I don't know. I think Clemson wins by 31. I don't know. I think Clemson whips their ass. I'll be honest.
Who does Clemson play?
Syracuse and Fran Brown.
No. Yeah, I don't think Clemson is going to beat anybody's ass, but they probably will win. But Clemson's another team that offensively is just anemic. They're terrible. Oh, God, they're bad. Their quarterback is awful. That kid, I thought he was supposed to be a first-round draft pick. That kid is fucking awful. If you look at all the quarterbacks that were supposed to be all badass at the beginning of the season, they suck, all of them. Arch Manning, terrible. Fucking Klubnik, terrible. Lagway, terrible. The fucking Nico not going to play anymore when UCLA. He's terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
Fuck, man. They're terrible. Carson Beck's the only one. His big, dumb fucking ass went to Miami and just Timmy timed his way to the fucking top. He's killing it. That Dante Moore kid at Oregon looks pretty
good. Looks great. He looks great. Let me say this about Lagway and Klubnik. Both of them
awful.
They both play well as the season goes on. In Lagway's case, he had a shoulder thing or a fucking arm thing where he couldn't even fucking throw, and he then wasn't practicing a lot of the offseason. I talked about it with Sean King on my show 6 months ago. Now, Klubnik, I just think it's a matter of time before he heats up. I think
he better fucking start making a goddamn fire then, because it's getting cold at fucking Clemson. Quick. Fucking dude from South Carolina got hurt. He's
against Syracuse. That's all I'm going to say.
Dude gave some guy like $8 million. He's terrible. The fucking guy at South Florida looks pretty good until he ran into Miami's defense. Then he looked like shit. It's okay. I'm not saying that I know what bad quarterback play looks like. I watch the bus every week.
Oh, unbelievable.
See how that worked?
Yes. Looking the Apple Cup.
Some five sexual just went. No! They just had a fucking heart attack in their house.
Oh fuck. All right. So Matt, the Apple Cup is this weekend here.
Can we get an update on movies? Have you watched any movies?
It's football season.
He doesn't watch movies, bro.
I don't give a fuck about movies. It's football season, homie. I'll be watching Rutgers.
There's no Netflix and chill. Do you just like run game reruns when bitches come over? I want to know. Do you just do you record the game and then replay it when she comes over and you're like, check out this play on third down? This is the shit.
Dog, no? I don't know any girl that I could do that to with them.
You don't know any girls?
They just sit there. Like I don't know. That does sound like me at times, but that ain't what I'm doing though. Apple Cup, Matt. Washington and Jed Fish, Damon Williams at quarterback. Go to Pullman. Take on Washington State. Any comment on the Apple Cup this weekend?
Yeah, Washington's going to win by 100. Washington State's terrible.
They're really bad. North Texas put 60 on them. You see that? North Texas fucking whooped their ass. Shit. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Go Huskies. I grew up a Husky. Huskies by fucking 40. You can get it. I mean, it was open at 10. It's up to 20. I don't think anybody but also I will say that's a rivalry, so it could. I don't know. I still think it could get ugly. I have Washington State. Fuck, I
am a prime sexual. I told you I was. I'm just not one of the emotional ones. Or I am really emotional. I don't know. I still haven't figured it out yet. But I'm sure you will tell me. So you tell me. Disagree with them. It's okay. I'm a prime sexual. And my name's Matt, and I'm a prime sexual. And I've been a prime sexual now for almost 4 years. And it was really cool to start, but now it's kind kind of taken over my life. And there's a lot of people online, all the negativity online is really bothering me. And some people say that I am a prime sexual, but then the other people that say I am a prime sexual, they get mad at me. But I thought we were all in this together. You told me I was one of you. Why are you still mad at me? I thought we were all on the same team. So I get really confused, and then I start overthinking, and I'm like, wow, maybe everyone just hates me. And it's so hard. And I've decided that, I'd probably start one of these online chats where they talk about other people and shit.
Oh,
and yeah. I'm gonna have an anonymous name and go in and talk shit about myself and be like, yeah, fuck that guy, piece of shit. Because I've got so much free time. So I was just saying, I'm trying to get over the fact that I'm a prime sexual, but it's hard because all these different genders out here these days, this is now one of them. And I wanted you guys to know that I woke up. One day I woke up and I was just some dude. And then I woke up the other day and now I'm a prime sexual and I don't know what to do because they told me they want me in the club, but then they told me to get out of the club.
Shout out to Trav FDY for donating. He says, last night I asked ChatGPT to give one word to describe our defense. It said Swiss cheese. I laughed and asked why the word. It said, like Swiss cheese, it's full of holes.
I mean, that's a pretty good joke. Thanks for the money.
Fuck.
But hey, if you're gonna tell a fucking joke that fucking bad, you got to pay for it.
Dog, Colorado guys.
We love you, bro. Thanks for being involved. So I wanted to say that at Prime Sexuals Anonymous, you can call and tell your story. That one day you were just a regular CU fan, and then you woke up and you were a prime sexual. I know it's hard, but we can do this together. We can either break the cycle or accept it. I haven't decided which one yet. I think that it'd be so cool, if we could all just be prime sexuals together. We could all just, take windy walks together and lock arms and talk about how good we were that we've lost 4 games and retired 2 numbers.
This show.
I just want to say to all the prime, quit trying to change the subject.
I was talking about prime sexual. What do you mean? I ain't changing nothing. I said this show.
That's what I'm saying. Prime sexuality has made me really sensitive. Don't yell at me, okay? I'm super sensitive because of my prime sexuality, and I don't know what to do with it. Thank you.
Jesus Christ!
You were saying
this is what we're doing now. All right, so now you're off. Now I'm that sensitive.
I am. The prime sexuality has turned me into a big sensitive bitch.
Shout out to the prime sexuals.
I used to be a tough guy, and then I became a prime sexual, and now I'm just a bitch like the rest of the people online.
The prime sexuals just love you, man. They're calling you all kinds of things in the comments.
This is so awesome, bro.
You're getting called racist because of the Ice Cube take.
Yeah, that's okay.
What the fuck are you guys?
We're getting called a racist because I don't think Ice Cube should be celebrating a team that got beat by 16.
Well, delusional, Matt. They are at times.
It's okay. Fuck it.
I just don't know how you. Anyway,
I dig Ice Cube. He's the man.
Shout out to Ice Cube. And today,
shout out
a
to
good
Ice
day.
Cube.
Has and is.
I do have feelings, bro. Check it out. Look, I do. I have enough feelings for $4.99. That's fucking crazy. The minute I start talking about prime sexuality, we start making money.
Shout out to you, FM, for the $4.99 donation. If you guys are watching, the super chat button is open. If you'd like to leave a donation, help the show keep growing here. We're working our way up to 18,000, almost 20,000 here. Goals to be there at the end of the season. So we appreciate all your support. Matt, looking at the college football slate here, we're both rolling with Nebraska. Let's go to the NFL here before we get out of here.
Here's a good one. All right, thank you, bro. I do have Malcolm and Muhammad. You are correct.
That is true.
I also have fucking Doc Holliday. They win.
Can't even see that. Yeah,
He's never seen Tombstone before, though. Have you ever seen Tombstone?
See the fucking picture, but yeah,
Fucking Bailey, dude. I don't know what you.
Can we talk about Sunday Night Football and whether Chiefs Queendom was losing their
talking about it anymore? I'm super sensitive right now from my prime sexuality.
Oh Jesus!
Quit yelling at me.
It was a good show. See you guys Monday. No, fuck. Chiefs Queendom and Giants Sunday night. Matt, I know you love Russell Wilson, and I know you also love Patrick Mahomes. So two great quarterbacks battle. Is it possible that Chiefs Queendom falls to 0-3, Matt?
Oh boy, I would like nothing more than Kansas City to start 0-3, but that means that Russell Wilson has to win. So
it's true.
I really hope the Giants pull this off, because Kansas City goes to 0-3 and they're like, you may not make the playoffs, which would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome if Kansas City didn't make them, like they're not hurt. And like Kelsey's getting married in the offseason and they're 5-12. Go be a house husband now. You can go be fucking Taylor Swift puppy now, bro.
Well, you can do that fucking photo shoot in the water where he's like,
fucking hands up and shit, taking his own nipples. Fucking weirdo. But again, I'm telling you, Kelsey, you could be the baddest motherfucker ever and just take half of her shit and be a hero to men everywhere. And that would make sense on why you're acting like such a bitch right now.
Very cool.
Because if you're just playing this bitch, like if you're playing her like a fiddle, then this may all make sense. And then I'll fucking get off your ass. I'll be like, wow, did you see how hard Jake fucking Kelsey just played this bitch, took half her shit? He's a hero to men everywhere. But I don't think that's happening. I think he's actually in love and shit. And that's cool. But yeah, I think Kansas City's, I think their dynasty is done.
That I agree to. And I think
I don't think you're going to see Kansas City in the fucking Super Bowl 4 years in a row and shit again. Like, it's just like they may make it again down the road, but for some reason, I don't think Mahomes is going to do a Brady. Like, Brady's almost took 10 years between Super Bowl wins. So I don't see it.
I'm with you, Matt.
I'll take the Giants to beat Kansas City at home.
That's what I was just about to say here. Giants money line. You can get it on FanDuel here. You can get it. It's kind of adjusting here, but around plus 260. You can get it on FanDuel. Giants money line. They're actually 6-point underdogs in this game. Kind of an interesting number. Open at 6.
I'd probably take that number too, because Kansas City wins. They're going to win by 3.
Facts. Chiefs don't cover it at all. Like I learned that last year.
It's just not very good.
2 years before that, they don't cover nothing.
A Chief fan. Holy shit.
Oh, a Chief Queendom fan says, "Stop hating, buddy." Wow. Okay.
You're 0-2.
Oh, is that?
I don't give a shit who wins in the NFL, bro. I'm a Jet fan, bro. Who am I hating on?
Yeah, like we just said that we think they can go 0-3, and you guys are very sensitive. Wow.
And that's cool. You be sensitive, bro. You should check out Prime Sexuals Anonymous. Prime Sexuals Anonymous is where the sensitivity comes, and it can let out. There's going to be a ton of celebrities there. We can all hang out, feel better about each other. It's going to be awesome.
We'll close it out with this here. This has been a good show on It's Fine Friday. Pound that like button, subscribe. Shout out to FN for the donation here. I'm going to let you take it away. He says, are you able to speak on what the overall opinion is from the guys at your gym when it comes to CU?
No. Nope, I can't.
Shout out to FM for the donation. There's your answer. Appreciate you supporting the show. Matt, roll
if it was good, I could probably say something.
There's your answer.
When's the last time the Jets made the playoffs?
This guy's not happy.
I don't know, Dick. Fucking 12 years ago, they're terrible.
Oh shit! All right.
Why did you? What the fuck, dog? You just got here. Why are you talking shit already?
Yeah, we've never seen you ever
coming in at the fucking last moment on Friday. Like, hey, fuck you.
Dog, we've been doing this for how long? We ain't seen you one time. Shit.
But hey, welcome to the show, dog.
Shout out to you.
When's the last time the Jets made the playoffs? When I played there fucking 30 goddamn years ago, I don't know. We suck. We're terrible.
He says, shout out to him. Shout out to Kaidon for tuning in, man. if you guys Buff fans, but if you want some picks for Colorado game, we gave them out earlier, but Matt's rolling with Colorado in the over. Colorado's 13.5 point favorites. I think it's down to 12.5. I'm rolling with the Colorado spread as well. I don't know if it goes over. We'll see, but I think it'll be a good game for Colorado. A good game for them to set their offensive identity, set the tone. Kaidon Salt to get his confidence back. Defense, get some run fits and stop the run. I'm just hoping here, Matt. But
do you think prime sexual shirts would sell? Like, how could you make a prime sexual shirt that would sell? Like, I
have a couple,
or just prime sex.
It would just say prime sexual on the front. It would just say prime sexual. That's it.
You think Coach Prime would get pissed off if we made a prime sexual shirt?
Probably.
But it's supposed to be a good thing.
I mean, let's be honest. Jamie fucking said that. Fucking Jamie did not mean it as a good thing, but we mean it as a great thing and a good thing.
Isn't prime sexual supposed to be? That's a good thing, right?
I think it'd be hilarious personally if we did a prime sexual shirt. But I don't know, prime sexual across Colorado color theme, black, gold.
That'd be awesome.
Oh shit, chat! What do you guys think? We do a prime sexual shirt.
I think people would definitely buy a prime sexual.
Dalvin, shirt. The truth. Where y'all all the prime sexuals? What y'all think? Would y'all buy it?
I'm just saying, like,
fucking nobody's in the chat. Ricardo, your 3 fucking accounts. So I gotta ban you.
Ricardo, bro, how do you manage all the different hate accounts?
I don't know. JV's blocked him like 20 different fucking times.
This guy is fucking like hit. I bet you his dick looks like a Cheeto.
Wow.
Just saying.
Extremely specific.
Well, he jerks off with the hand he eats fucking Cheetos with while he's sitting in front of his fucking computer banging away and shit. He doesn't have time to wipe it off. He just goes to town. Everybody would buy a prime sexual shirt. This is happening. I'm gonna fucking text my guy right now.
Matt, what's going on with the taxis in Denver or wherever that What's up with it, man? I've never. We have a segment, white people shit on JV's show. This is that, but it's also like, what the fuck is that?
This is the guy earlier that was yelling at me for fucking whatever in his car, trying to find his phone. I mean, this just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem real, yet it is.
Wow. I mean, it's a very large individual.
So what should the shirt? How should the shirt be made?
Should
it just say prime sexual?
Prime sexual, and then put like 0 to 60 up there. So I don't know. Fuck. I think it'd be fire. Colorado colors.
Man, if Coach Prime embraces it, are you a prime sexual? I'm a prime sexual.
There's no way they embrace it. No matter how we say it. I just don't think
that Coach Prime's a pimp. I've seen Coach Prime goes after it. I ain't never seen him with an ugly broad, I'll tell you that. Don't tell me that Coach Prime was out there laying pipe.
Matt, as we got here, Steve Wiltfong of On3 and Rivals has logged an expert prediction for Colorado to land an offensive target.
Sweet.
Some good recruiting news since it's
Now, you want to see that pose again? Right there. One leg up on the toilet.
Wow. This has been a great show here on this fine Friday. If you guys are watching, go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, and become
best one was the last one.
Exactly. Best one.
You guys want to see something cool? Get yours at 6-0.
Free Coach McChesney. Get all your merch over at 60strength.com. I don't know if you caught this on the thumbnail, Matt, but that will be a new thing for forever. We'll have free.
I can't believe this is a thing, bro.
No? Well, we're gonna embrace
all
it here.
The kids are like, you should make a Free Coach McChesney shirt, and I was like, fuck it, and now it's a thing.
That's right. We embrace it here, and
We're going to make a Prime Sexual shirt, too. Get yours.
That's
60academy.com.
It's going to sell like hotcakes, too. That's going to be a fucking hit. But pound the like button, subscribe, become a member. Can't wait to see Colorado whoop some ass tomorrow against Wyoming. And can't wait to come back here
at
on Monday.
9 o'clock at night. Fuck!
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be up. I'm 10 o'clock out here. I got to wait all day to watch fucking CU. Yeah, sorry, no watch party at 10 p.m. at night. Fuck that. I'll be out somewhere at that point, dude. I ain't doing all that. I'll see y'all on Monday. Pound the like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family today, and free Coach Matt McChesney. Go Buffs. Any closing thoughts, Matt?
Nope.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the weekend of football ahead, and appreciate all the support. 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football, brought to you by Believe, Game Time, FanDuel, and everybody else who supports the show. We'll see you guys on Monday, folks.
I will say this. All the negativity really seems to be rubbing off on me.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend of football. Peace.